I scaled this store to $194,000 in sales, and I'm literally going to show you the product, the website, the ads that we ran, the strategy, why it worked, break everything down in this video, everything. Now, when I was first starting out in ecom, I was missing videos like this. I was always looking for those challenge videos where they're like, oh, we hit 6, 7K, right? No, this is a business that almost hit $200,000 in sales on autopilot, and I could have scaled this to probably $500,000 plus. I literally did not have the time. I was building too many other brands, and I know I could have scaled it to $500,000 plus because I've done 7 figures in ecom, and I basically can see when you can do that, right? Okay, so moral of this story. I am showing you literally everything. All you have to do is watch this video. I'm not asking you for anything. I'm literally giving you everything, everything. And I'm not gonna lie, I just came up with the idea. I'm actually gonna give this store to someone. Swear to God, no joke. I'm going to give this store to someone. You will own the store and the IP, or you could at least. I'll go over that later. Okay, anyways, this store did $194,000. I think our highest month on this store was 62K, or almost about 70K. 2,400 orders. You can see August, October, that was kind of when we were scaling hard. And then I started launching other brands, and a Q4, this store kind of fizzled out. But this store could actually still crush it. I have no doubt. I have no clue why I'm actually exposing this on YouTube right now. But I was missing this, and no one does this. Gurus do not do this. I'm literally showing you a store, but I'm not a guru. So, okay. So 6.18% returning customer rate. Now this is interesting because this is kind of like a dropshipping product, right? It's branded, but there's no reason that customers should really return. And we actually got that up to 15% towards the end. So that's pretty cool. That's a sign that we were building a business that was actually worth something. So we had a branded dropshipping store. We had word of mouth. We had good customer experience. That's something that I do in my brands now, and basically make that one of the main priorities. But more of the story, $71 average order value. You can see 195K in sales. Now let's jump right into the store. Okay. So boom, here's the website. Here's the product. This is it. This is it, right? So what this is a portable bottle lamp where, you know, everyone, they like their expensive liquors. So they have the Clase Azul, the bourbons, the scotches, and they spend $200-300 on these bottles, and then they have to throw them away when they're empty. So this product gave them the ability to create essentially like a cool centerpiece for their bar, or turn the bottle into a lamp. You just pop it in, switch it on, and now you have a really cool lamp. We would have some people, we had some customers that spent $700, $800, $900 on this store, many of them, because I wasn't running a dropshipping store. I was actually running a brand, and I was prioritizing customer experience. That's very important. So that was something that we did and prioritized. And because of that, we had probably 7 to 10 customers that spent close to $1,000 on the store to decorate their bar, right? So wireless bottle lamp. You can see the first thing that you'll notice in this product page is we own the intellectual property. I can't stress the importance of this enough. 99% of dropshippers will not do this. They simply won't. This is how you build a brand with real enterprise value. So this photo you see right here was taken by a custom product photographer. So was this one, and so was this one, and so was this one, and this one. Now, when you see this, you think of something that you would see on an Apple billboard. And because it looks so premium and because it looks so high end, the customer, when they see this photo, they're going to associate a higher perceived value with our product because we are investing into the perception of our brand and of our product. That's why we had a $71 average order value. Now, if we look at the offer here, you can see I haven't touched this since like the start of the year. That's why it still says New Year Sale Live. This was the winning offer. I tested so many offers. This was the winning offer. We didn't even allow them to buy one lamp. You couldn't buy one lamp. So 2X, 4X, which was a buy 3, get 1 free. That was the winning offer always. We split tested so many things. And then a buy 4, get 2 free at 129. So gifting pack, more popular, most popular. That wasn't worded right, but moral of the story, it worked. I wasn't looking at the store enough. Okay, so you can see here, there's some GIF, more photos. We've got kind of our avatar in here. One thing, I've done a video on this, is congruency with your customer avatar. Our customer avatar, or the people that were buying our product, were, I would say, 50 plus, right? So when we were going out looking for UGC creators, we weren't going and getting 20, 25-year-old UGC creators. I can't tell you how many people I see in ecom. They sell like a nail fungus product, and then they have 25-year-old UGC creators in their videos, and they wonder why their ads don't hit or why their landing page doesn't convert. Your customer avatar and who is in your ads and on your landing page needs to be congruent with the person that is buying your product. They need to relate to that person. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this landing page is really not great. It converted, I want to say at about 3% plus. If I would have had more time for the store, we probably would have done like a custom lander and Replo or done some custom coded stuff. This was actually not too great, but it worked. We did almost $200,000 on this landing page. So yeah, that's it. I don't know if we can go to the cart here. You can see we've just got UpCart in here. I didn't even remember running that, but yeah, we had upsells in there too. And then, just standard checkout. So basically what we tried to sell or upsell was we were getting a lot of feedback from our customers that the lamp was maybe too small for some of their big bottles. So we rolled out an XL version. That was like a $79, $80 product. We were upselling that, but we kind of rolled that out at the end. So we didn't get to boost AOV too much. Moral of the story from that, listen to your customers and get it done, right? Get that in there. Go create the products that they want. Now, that's the biggest regret that I have with this store. Even though I had intellectual property, I didn't build a big enough moat around the product. So what I should have done, I should have gone to the factory and I should have gotten custom colors of the product that no one else could have gotten, custom sizes, et cetera, maybe custom shapes, right? That's how you start to build a moat and really build value in the business. But I didn't have time to do that. It was in my head. I knew I needed to do it, but I didn't. So whoever's getting this store, you know what to do. Okay, so let's break down why this store worked. Why did it work? Okay, so you saw the product, but why did it work? So we did 195K. Now I'm gonna break down why it worked. The first thing is the margins were pretty good. Now I have to say, ideally our average order value should have been about $80 plus. It was $71. So our average cost of goods was $24 and we were selling each order we were bringing in about $71. So what would have unlocked a lot of scale for us was an $80 AOV. If we would have doubled down on more versions, more colors, more sizes, we certainly would have gotten there, but I didn't have time to implement that again. So $71 AOV, $24 average cost of goods. Now this gave us a break-even cost per purchase of $47. Now that's a 66% gross profit margin. I'm not gonna lie, 66 may sound good to some people dropshipping. In my brands, we have 75, almost 80% gross profit margin. $47 gross profit though is good because this allowed us to outbid people in the Facebook auction. A lot of people on Facebook are trying to get $20, $30 cost per purchases. We could outbid them a little bit. And that's what helped us. This product was solely running on Facebook. We scaled to 200K on Facebook using a CBO structure. We had a testing CBO, right? So all the creatives in there, we had a minimum spend per ad set, and then we had the testing CBO. Now, I would say 30% of the budget would go to the minimum spend. It was forced spend for testing, which gave us kind of this ABO benefit while still sending, say, 70% of the rest of the budget amongst the ad set that Meta was most confident spending on to convert. So it was kind of mixing like ABO and CBO. That's what I run. And then we had a scaling campaign. This was Advantage Plus Shopping cost cap campaign. Okay, you set your cap at your desired CPA and you take the winning post IDs from your CBO and you drop it in the cost cap campaign. That is how I scaled this store. Now, next thing here, another thing, I was running Meta. I literally wasn't even running Google branded search. I probably could have brought in another 10, 15, 20K in profit, maybe more if I was running a Google branded search campaign. I literally wasn't. So again, whoever's getting the store, do that. Okay, next thing, average cost of goods per order was $24. Our price per lamp with shipping was $8.71. That was from my agent in China. Very good agent. We were shipping mainly to US and UK market. And then, yeah, solely, I would say 90% US. Our price per custom box was 70 cents. We probably could have gotten that much lower as well, but we didn't. So our all-in cost of goods per unit was $9.41. But as people would take 2, 3, 4 lamps, it was that COGS on the product would come down a little bit. Next thing, creative volume. I'm literally going to show you the ads that we were running. So the first thing, we were running video ads. Video ads were great in this ad account. We were testing about 3 to 5 concepts per week. A concept is essentially like a style of video and maybe an angle, right? Everyone should know what a marketing angle is or a style of video. Now we would test 5 ads per concept. That was about 25 video ads per weekly. Now I have editors on my team, graphic designers. So creative volume was important for this brand, but it was fairly easy because we have the team in-house. Next, we have static images. So statics crushed it. I think our top 5 ads were all image ads. But 20 or 30 image ads per week. You guys wonder why you're not scaling. It's because all the 7 and 8 figure guys have teams in place and they have creative volume in place. Now, creative volume is important, but you also need intent behind your ads. Your ads have to be good. You have to understand your customer, their desires, their objections, etc. Right? But creative volume is important, but the intent has to be there. There's no point in testing hundreds of ads per week if your hit rate's like 1% or below 1%, right? Focus on a higher hit rate and making better ads first. When you can do that, then try to build kind of a smaller team in-house. I'll show you the folder of the creatives now. So let's do that. Boom. We're going to go here. This is literally just Black Friday. This is only Black Friday. I mean, I could go through this for days. You can see we have some very good image ads here. We're pushing our main offer. This was our winning iteration. We had the buy 3, get 1 free. For some reason, everyone loved the 58% off more. But we were literally running so many ads. Look at this one. This is creative. Your Black Friday sale turned all my empty liquor bottles into beautiful lamps and emptied my wallet. So I'm giving you a 1-star review. Okay, right? Cool concept. Kind of funny. Not really, I guess. Okay, so again, this was one of our winners. Kind of like this style, #1 lamp kit. We had, yeah, I mean, you're seeing the whole thing. You're seeing what worked. No one shows this, guys. No one shows this on YouTube. Everyone might show a $2,000, $3,000 store, but they sure as hell don't show a $200,000 store or the creatives that they ran and why it worked. Okay, next thing, why did it work? So creative volume, you saw the creatives. That was literally one folder. Like that was a week worth of creatives. Next thing, branding. Okay, so branding, there's importances behind it and why we do it. The first thing is custom packaging. So let me just go back and present this again. So we're full screen. Okay. So custom packaging, or let's start from the right. Okay, word of mouth. So we literally, because we branded our product, we had the custom box and we had the IP, the custom product photography, the perception of our brand was fast or good, right? So in July, 0% returning customer rate, October jumped up to 15, and then December 14. Typically, like you don't see returning customer rates like this on dropshipping stores. Guys, I'm telling you, dropshipping is still a great fulfillment method. I personally take stock in basically all my brands now because we have proprietary formulas and custom products, but dropshipping still works. And you have to get a good agent in place. You have to brand it once you have proof of concept. And yeah, you can crush it. I mean, you can see there, quick, 5 to 8 day shipping. Understand that shipping is so important. I guarantee 99% of people watching this video, I know you do this, is you say that your shipping is 5 to 8 days and it's really 12 to 14 days. And then you wonder why you get chargebacks. You wonder why your customers don't return. Guys, I'm telling you this, there's little things, there's impressions behind every single order. And there's a footprint from the second they order until they get the product. And the better that footprint is, the more enterprise value you will build in your business and the better it will be. But people do not think about stuff like this. Okay, next thing, own your IP. I can't stress this enough. I do this in all my brands. So by IP, I mean intellectual property. So your product photos, your UGC, the GIFs, everything about your website, you should own it. Don't use AliExpress photos just like every other person and wonder why your store doesn't work. That is literally why. Now, once you start owning your IP, you can DMCA competitors that use your content or your product images. You kind of weed out competitors and then you can scale a bit harder. It's ultimately at the top, right? The brands that have the highest budgets are winning the auctions, right? So typically if they kind of get competitors out, they can get their budgets high. It's hard for people to come under them and compete with them. Next, you can own this store and thousands of dollars worth of IP. So I know I said I was going to give away this store. I am. Why am I? Because to be honest, I was needing something like this when I started out in ecom. That's why I do these videos. I have nothing to sell you. I don't have a course. I don't have any of that. I honestly think that the 7 or 8 videos before this have far more value that I've done. This is maybe the flashiest one. But yeah, so you can own this store. There's thousands of dollars worth of IP. I think I spent like $1,700 on custom product photography alone. You have an email list that probably has 5,000 people on it. You can literally make thousands of dollars blasting out email campaigns on this store. I'm not joking. I'm going to give it away to someone. So you can literally probably sell it too, like right off the bat. If you could get it, run it up a little bit and get it consistent to where it's buyable, you could sell it, or you can just blast out good emails. You will literally make thousands of dollars with our email list. Okay, so all you have to do, just like this video and comment why you need this store and include your Instagram in the comment. So literally just like the video, and I'm going to check, just like the video and comment like, hey, I need this store because X, and here's what I would do with it, and put your Instagram. I'm going to DM the winner. Okay, so boom, there you go. Last thing, custom packaging. So make sure to do that. Next, we have custom packaging. So custom packaging is very, very important. It increases perceived value. That's why we had a higher average order value. It increases customer experience, thus your higher returning customer rate. So one of the things I prioritize in ecom now with my brands is returning customer rate and the customer experience. I don't drop ship crap products from China. I focus on the customer, and then the stores do well. My store today has a 40% profit margin because I prioritize my customers. They love the product and they come back. So focus on custom packaging, focus on the customer experience, focus on transparency, and you will be rewarded. Okay, so branding, we have branding, creative volume, and margins. That's one of the big things. So you're probably curious, like, why did I stop this store? To be honest, it was a lack of attention. I plan to have about 5 brands by the end of the year. So I'm focusing on brands. These all have custom products, from the box to the formula to you name it, right? So these brands take months to build, months and months and months. My current brand took about a year to build. So all you need for this store is, this store needed, or what I should have done to scale this store is AOV optimization, so rolling out complementary products and building a moat around those products, so new sizes, colors, etc. Conversion rate optimization. You can see the landing page wasn't great. That theme, I think we brought that theme in at around like 100,000 in sales, and it converted the same. But usually in my brands, we do like custom developed landing pages, stuff like that. So the CRO optimization could have been there. And then more omni-channel presence. Like I mentioned, I could have been running this brand or just Google branded search, maybe shopping campaigns, and I would have done way more revenue. Branded search would have been on like 5+ ROAS probably, and I probably would have made tens of thousands in profit just from branded search. Because you can see we had 100,000 sessions on the store, but I wasn't investing enough time into this store. I'm also focused like on different types of stores now. So I run subscription first e-commerce brands where basically I create custom products from scratch, and they're subscription products. So they're products that people run out of. They need to come back and buy more. And I focus on making the products so good that they come back all the time. So I guess last thing there, if you are literally like, this is so much value. But if you are interested in building a brand kind of exactly like this one, which I only would go down branded dropshipping route, but I build kind of the custom subscription brands. If you are interested in that, you can apply for my one-on-one. It's the first link in the description. I literally vet every application by myself, and I work with like 1 to 3 people per month. So if you're interested, just check that out. It's literally right here. It takes 4 minutes to fill out. But other than that, I hope you love this video, found value here. Again, feel free to comment, whatever, give feedback. Again, enter to win this store. And yeah, that's it. So